Hi guys, Nancy here from Loombicious. Today we're going to make the Dalmatian puppy. It took me a while to recover and I'm still not completely better, but it's going, well, actually quite well. I'm feeling well enough to record this tutorial. So this will be part one. And this time I'm going to start with the head. Yeah, let's start with the head. So have your loom set up like this in offset, and we're going to start with the ears. I will turn my loom for this. The ear will be completely double looped, so use single bands and double loop them, and follow me. I will turn my design around so I can see. So we're going to start with the ears. I'm creating some kind of pattern in the ear, all double looped, guys. You can actually adjust this yourself. Use more white or more black, create more spots. That's totally up to you guys. So just, you can also follow my pattern, of course, but you can also create your own. Use more black and more white. Be creative. This is all double looped. Because there is a pattern, I'm doing this step by step. You can actually see what color I'm using, so I'm not explaining myself, telling grab one white double loop. Well, you can see what I'm doing. So it will be a bit, well, a bit tricky for you guys to see, I guess. But you can manage. You do have to mirror the other ear you have to make. So you need to flip around this ear and make it opposite. If you have a hard time making things opposite, just add an extra loom next to it and just mirror the image on that other loom. That helps me a lot. I don't need it now anymore, but I did do that in the beginning. It helps me, it helped me see how to mirror things, so it might help you too. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to count. These are all singles double looped, and you can adjust the black and the white. You can flip it around and create your own pattern. Now go down with a double looped white band here or a black band, depends on what you like. And one here. Grab a single black or white band and wrap it around 4 times around this back. Now we're going to place the horizontal bands. Also single double looped, one here. And you can also decide if you want white or black as horizontal bands, it doesn't matter. One triangle here, if I can manage. So a double looped triangle there and one here. And you can mirror it exactly the same or make it totally different. It depends on what you like. So go behind your cap band and loom. Simply follow me. Then go diagonally. You can loom up the center a couple of times. Not all the way, stop here. This is the most important side. This need to be loomed first to the center, or actually diagonally. Now this one diagonally, and continue looming upwards. This one might be a little bit tricky, might get stuck. I was lucky this time. Grab a single band to tie off. Most of the time I use pink. Carefully remove the ear from the loom. Create a second ear but mirror it. So you need to flip this around and mirror it. Otherwise the ears will bend in the same direction. And that looks weird. This is one ear. I thought I did the other one exactly the same. So create a second ear, but mirror it so it will curve in a different direction. And I made them exactly the same. So the ears are the same here. And now we're going to do the top of the head. Mine will be completely white, but you can actually create a spot on the head, or depends on what you like. But the top of my Dalmatian head will be completely white. So grab 2 bands at a time and follow me. Now we're going to place the horizontal bands, also 2 bands at a time. Create your triangles there. Now we need to grab our ears. I'm turning my loom again. First grab a single band and wrap it around 4 times around this peg. This will be your cap band. Now grab one of your ears. Well, we have 2 ears. If you mirror them, they curve in a certain direction. We're going to grab this ear. So it's curving like this. Grab that ear. Stick your hook through the double loop band. You can actually remove the tying band. You don't need it anymore. So it's on my hook like this. It curves in this direction. So search for that same ear. I'm going to slide it onto this peg. I will turn my loom so I can get it around more easily. And obviously the other ear needs to be on the opposite side, curving in the other direction. Try to place the ears so those double looped, well, that double loop band isn't twisted too bad. Turn my loom again and I will show you how they are around the pegs. So it should look like this right now, curving inwards from the top of the head. It's hard to see from the top, so that's why I turn my loom. So attach them like this. And that's actually everything we need to do for the top of the head. So let us continue looming. This is basic looming. Go behind your cap band, grab the top 2 loops or bands, grab the next 2, loom diagonally, loom the entire center. Basic looming, loom the sides. Might need to push down that ear a tiny bit. Go behind all those bands and loom the last set. Grab 3 tie off bands in a different color. Mine are pink again. Make slip knots so your work won't fall apart. And this will be the top of your Dalmatian puppy. should look like this. And yes, the head looks, top of the head looks like it's flying with these ears, but it should look like this. So put this aside for now. And now we're going to start with the middle portion of the head. So follow me, 2 bands at a time for now. You can also adjust your spots here. If you want to add more black, feel free to do so. Mine will be with a lot of white. These are 2 bands at a time, but you can adjust this with more black if you like. No, dog is the same, so you can flip around and create your own things. These are also 2 bands. Some spots there. And that's actually the only black I will add to the middle portion of the head. I believe we now have to grab 3 bands at a time. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Place them here. So these are 3 bands. These are 2 again. And 2 there. Black or white, depends on what you like. Yeah, now I need to thermo loom. The rest of the snout will be double looped singles. Also turning my design around so I can see better. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So a double looped white or black, depends on what you like. And another one, double looped. Now we're going to do the center first. Also place 2 double looped singles. It depends on what color you like. Will be a very tiny snout. It's a puppy, so. Yeah, 2 now double looped single diagonally. And another one, of course, on the opposite side. Like this. Now turn your loom like this. Grab a single band. The same color of the band you placed here. In your case, this could be black. So if this is a black band for you, then grab a single black. But I will grab a single white, wrap that around 3 times around your hook. There's a tiny chunk there. And slide it onto this band. I have no clue how it looks if you do use black here instead of white. But I think this is the best way. Do this again. We have to slide it onto the double loop band on the opposite side. If it wants to. Mine definitely don't want to. Yeah. Like this. Now we're going to place the horizontal bands. So how should we do that? Like this. Grab a single white. Place it here. Double looped. Another double looped. Now grab 2 bands at a time and continue until you reach the top. You can also use black here if you want to. My next set will be black. These are 2 bands. And only these 2 are double looped. Tip of the snout. Let me check. Yeah, we need to create some eyes. So grab your eye color band. Mine will be green because I used blue on this one. I will be doing green now. So wrap a single eye color band around your hook 2 times. 2 times. Grab a black band, a single one. Wrap that around 4 times. Grab your eye color band again and wrap it around 2 times. Now grab your main body color, or actually check out, we have to place it from the 4th peg on the side to the 5th in the center. Pick the color you have here. So if these are black for you, grab a single black, but mine are white, so I will grab a single white band that needs to be double looped. And then we need to slide over that eye there. Everything needs to be on that double loop band. And then we can place it. Good part of the eye will have to face towards the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. From the 4th peg on the side to the 5th in the center. The good part will have to face towards the nose here. We have to create a second eye. Same process. Again, a single double looped white band for me. I don't want a hideous eye. Well, it will do. Place it onto the opposite side, of course. Push down a bit in the center because we will need to attach the top of the head there. Yeah, now grab a single black band. I will use a round black band. I guess it's from the metallic mix from Rainbow Loom. These bands are round. I love those for noses. So wrap this one around 4 times to create a nose. And I believe that's about it. Yeah. So let us start looming. Go behind that nose band you just placed. Grab the first double loop band you come across. Loom over. Grab the next. Loom over. Grab the last. And loom up until you reach the eyes. These are 3 bands. Stop there. Now we can continue looming the sides. Yeah, I still have a bad cold, so I'm not completely better yet. Can we loom further? I guess so. Yeah, we can. Simply loom up the sides until we reach this point. You don't need to attach the ears on this one. They need to hang loose, so we can loom up the sides until this point. Now grab the top of your head, have it upside down with the tying bands facing towards you, so the ears are curving upwards this time. You need to stick your hook through the first loomed set in the center. So not the cap band, but the first loomed set in the center. And you need to check on the top of the head if you have 2 loops on both sides of your hook. Well, mine is on correctly, so it should be on your hook like this. The ears curving up. Now go inside this peg, grab those 2 bands. Just pull them up, then slide over the head. Hold the head with your finger, the top of the head, and loom over. and loom up twice more. Now we're going to remove some part of the snout. Just leave this as it is for now, but remove a tiny bit of the snout. So we can attach the top of the head. Remove the eye part. And once more on the sides. And we can actually remove one more set. So your head should look like this, tying band still facing towards you. We need to flip this over. So it's like this, and now you flip it over. And then we're going to attach those 3 loose ends to those 3 pegs. So I will start in the center, remove the tying band, and get those 4 loops around the peg in the center, because this is the set in the center, and loom the last set. Obviously do this with the other 2 sets too. Get them around, grab the bottom 2, loom over, and the final set. Grab the bottom 2, loom over. Now grab 3 tying bands again, or reuse them. Make slip knots. All we have to do is the bottom jaw and the neck, of course. Carefully remove this from your loom. There's a band stuck here. This will be the top of your Dalmatian puppy head. You might need to mold it and kind of make it look the way you want it to look. I usually do. Kind of pull a bit on those bands. I'm not completely happy with this eye, but it will do, I guess. So this is the top of your Dalmatian head. So put this aside for now. And we are going to continue with the bottom jaw and neck. So we will attach the neck immediately. So 2 bands at a time again. And follow me. Like I told you guys before, this will be a mostly white Dalmatian dog for me, but you can add black wherever you want. This will be the neck, 2 sets long. I will add 1 black spot here in the center of the neck. But you are free to adjust this in any way you like. And I guess, yeah, the rest will be white for me, so no black for me anymore. And these are still 2 bands. Yeah, I'm just counting how many times I need to go down with 2 bands. 6 times you need to go down with 2 bands on each side. Also in the center, of course. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Now I will turn my loom. The rest will be double looped single bands, and completely white for me. So go down 2 times with a double looped single. And go down 3 times in the center with a double looped single. And 2 times again for the opposite side, of course, but that's simply the same. I'll place 1 double looped here diagonally, 1 on the opposite side. Grab a single band, wrap it around 4 times around this peg. Like this. This will be your cap band. And we're going to place the horizontal bands. So grab a single band and double loop it. You need to place 3 double looped horizontal bands. And the rest will be with 2 bands at a time. So now grab 2 and create your horizontal bands. Is there anyone that's really going to make 101 of them? Please let me know if you do. I'm not going to do that, by the way. But I do love to copy and paste my pictures, so I will do that 101 times. Anyways, yeah, we've placed the horizontal bands. Now we need to make the tongue. It will be very tiny. Grab your pink bands, place 2 of them here, 2 pink bands here. Simply wrap around a single pink band 3 times here. And there you have your tongue. You can loom this already. Just loom up twice. You can actually leave it on your loom for now. This will be the tongue. So leave it there. Yeah. And let us continue. Go behind this cap band. Grab the first double loop band. Loom diagonally. And this one. And we're going to do the center first. I thought we have to loom up 3 times. Yeah. So loom up 3 times in the center, then grab your tongue. I told you guys I'm still not completely better. It's such a waste of time being sick, but then again I can't help it. Grab your tongue, attach it around this peg you just loomed up to in the center. And then I do need to check, because we added the neck instantly. I do need to check where we have to loom up to. 1, 2, 3. We can loom up 3 more times in the center. So this is 1, 2, 3. Stop there. We will attach the middle portion of the head around this peg. Is that correct? 1, 2. Yeah, that's correct. The sides. Loom up the sides twice. Only the double loop bands need to be loomed. Then we will attach the middle portion of the head around these pegs. So grab your top of your Dalmatian head. I will, well, that ear is kind of in the way. I will hold this up for you guys so you can see. Have it on its side and actually stick your hook through the loops, not from the top, but actually the side. So grab the top 2 beneath the eye here, and the bottom 2. Try not to grab the horizontal band there, and the bottom 2. So you're sticking your hook through the side of the loomed set, like this, right beneath the eye. That ear is in the way. So we're going to start on this side. So it's around my hook now. I'm going to grab these 2 bands from inside this pack. Just leave the head around there. Grab those 2 bands and simply pull over or pull through those 2 bands. That's fine too. And then loom or slide the head over and actually loom up twice more. Like this. Now we have to do the same thing but on the opposite side. So again, I have the dog head here on its side. I'm going through the top 2 loops being beneath the eye and the bottom 2. Grab those 2 bands there, pull those bands through or slide over the head. It's the same thing. And then we can loom. That ear might be a bit in the way, but that's fine. Also loom up twice more on this side. Like this. Now we do need to remove some part of the bottom jaw. Otherwise we need to stretch this way too far to attach the head. And because it's double looped, it can snap easily. And you don't want that to happen in this stage of your looming process. So remove a part of the bottom jaw. Same process as with the middle portion of the head. We need to attach those 3 loose ends to those 3 pegs there. So I'm going to start in the center again. Stick your hook through, remove the tying band. All the 4 loops around the peg in the center you just loomed up to. And loom. Well, actually we can loom the entire thing. This will be the neck. So that's loomed. We have to do the rest, of course. Same process. Stick your hook through. Attach those 4 loops around the peg on the side and loom upwards every set. Now the last set looks like it's stuck somewhere because it's rather tight. Well, anyways, no clue why it's that tight, but also attach that. And also loom up until you reach the end of your loom. Now grab 3 new tying bands and tie off the neck. And carefully remove the finished puppy head from the loom. Of course. There we go. I might want to pull a bit on those bands. You don't have to. Don't pull on them too hard because they can snap. That will be a waste of time if they do. Now, if you like those ears to be really tied to the head, I don't like that, to be honest. I actually will stick my hook through that double loop band of the ear and pull down the whole ear a tiny bit, so it will stay more down like this instead of that one. But I don't want it to be tight to the head. It looks weird in my opinion. So I will just do it like this and maneuver it a bit more in a curve down like this. That's close enough for me to the head. But you can actually tie them if you want to tie them together, but I don't want to. It looks weird now with the ears completely tied to the head. So this is your head and tiny neck with one spot in the center. So put this aside for now. Let us continue with, well, we'll do the stomach first. My stomach will be completely white. So you can also make that spotted, by the way. Why didn't I do that actually? Here, it's completely white. But you can actually make a spot in there at some point. So yeah, I will make some spots there. I will change it right now. 2 bands at a time. This will be the stomach. I will not do a spot here because this is only one row. Just follow me, 2 bands at a time. But I will add some spots, I guess. Go diagonally with 2 bands and diagonally on the opposite side. You need to go down 4 times on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And I guess I will add 1 black spot here at some point. Yeah, there is my black spot on the stomach. Never thought of doing that, by the way. Until now. So go down 4 times on both sides with 2 bands. Shall I add an extra black spot here? Oh, might look weird. No, only 1 black spot here. Now we need to go diagonally again. It will be a very tiny stomach. I did something differently with this design. So the back of the body will be even smaller, will be thinner. Oh, you will see. Yeah. Now you need to go down with 2 bands. And 2 again. Am I off screen? No. And 2 more bands. And this will be the stomach. So grab a single white band and wrap around that band 4 times. If you can manage. This one is stretched out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will be the entire stomach. Very tiny. Now we need to add the horizontal bands. Use double looped singles. Even though I added a black spot, I will use only double looped single white bands for the stomach as horizontal bands. No clue how this will look, but it will be fine anyway. No dog is the same, has the same pattern, so yeah, that's about it. Now we're going to place white bands around the pegs, loose white bands. Place 1 here. Oh my, what's happening? There are birds here on the attic. They're fighting. Well, anyways, 1 single loose band around that peg, 2 here, 2 loose bands there, 2 loose there. Now we're going around with 1 loose band around each peg. On the opposite side as well, of course. We will use this to stitch the stomach later on, stitch it to the body. Now grab 2 loose bands again, add them there, 2 again, and 2 again, and that will be it. We will simply tie this off after we've loomed the stomach. Pretend those loose bands aren't there. Go behind that cap band, grab the first 2 bands you come across and loom over, loom up, grab the first 2 bands, loom diagonally, the next 2, loom up this side first, pretend those loose bands aren't there. Yay, my black spot. And loom diagonally. Then we can loom the opposite side. Also loom diagonally here. Continue looming up. Only grab the bottom 2 bands each time. Now grab a single white band and tie off. Make a slip knot. And carefully remove the stomach from the loom. This will be the stomach. Very tiny, simple. There's a bird knocking on the roof. Let me in, let me in. Pull outwards the loose bands. One to the left, one to the right. Search for them. Here, one to the left, one to the right, where 2 bands, loose bands are. So we can stitch this together. Oh, here too. I've forgotten one set here. There have to be 2 there. Yeah, there are. Yeah. So it should look like this. This will be the stomach. So put this aside for now. And we're going to continue with the legs. But we need to adjust our loom for that. So we need to set this up in a rectangular shape. Like this. Yeah, let us continue. 2 bands at a time. I will start with the back leg. And same thing here. Create your own pattern. Even you can even create a different paw color. Create your own pattern as you please. I will use my drone pattern because I did a different thing with the other back leg. I will show you in a second. But first follow me. These are 2 bands at a time. Simply add add 2 black bands where you want them to be. Really doesn't matter. It's just playing with colors. Well, black and white aren't actually colors, but then again, they're one of my favorites. These are all 2 bands at a time. Now we're going to place 2 bands diagonally here. And 2 diagonally here. Now we need to place 3 bands at a time. You can also add 3 black bands or add 1 black band and 2 white bands. Doesn't matter. You can play around with the colors here. Now I will grab 3 black bands. Just depends on what you like. Grab 2 bands and create a horizontal band here. Grab a single band, and that needs to be double looped here. Now we can make the paw. I'm going to start with showing you guys how to create a nail. Grab a single band, place it around this peg here, twist it around so you have a figure 8, put in your finger, twist it around again and pull it upwards like this. Then lift up this band, let go, grab the bottom loop here, flip it over and let go. This will be 1 nail. You have to create 16 of them, but if you want to do something totally different, you can also create a black paw instead of only a white. So I swapped things around here. I actually made a leg, back leg with a black paw. So you have to create black nails, of course. So it depends on what you like, and you can even add only 1 black nail if you want to. So be creative. I will show you guys once more how to create a nail. So figure 8, pull, turn, and place around those 2 pegs. Lift up this band, and then grab the bottom and pull upwards, and there you have a nail. So you need to create 16 of them, but it depends on what you like with your paws. You can also make them black or combined with black and white. So create 16 of these knotted bands in the color you desire. You need 4 right now, but you need 16 in total. So grab them if you finish them. Wrap them all around your hook. Grab a single paw color band. This can also be black. A single band double looped. Hold this with your thumb, or don't hold it at all, but don't lose them from your hook. Double loop a single band there and slide over the nails onto that double looped single band. I'm now going to show you how to create the paw. So all those nails are on there. Push down the double loop band and hold it with your finger. Grab 3 paw color bands. In my case this will be white because I already did a black paw. So this is around your hook once. This is twice and the 3rd time. So there's a chunk of bands there that's supposed to be like that. Replace that double loop single. So it should kind of look like this right now. This will be your paw. Now grab 3 paw color bands again, or even black. You can experiment with this. 3 again, and now we need to slide over everything onto those 3 bands. If you did dogs with me before, this is exactly the same process over and over again. But I love to do them with nails. Try to grab everything here. I don't have everything. Or do I? Yeah. Now the double loop band around there. Pull through. You might want to sort this out a tiny bit so it will look better. If I can remove my hook. What is this? Why? No, it's fine. Just sort this out a tiny bit so it looks nice. Pull a bit on the double loop band where the nails are on. To sort this out a tiny bit. Pull a bit on those nails because these are completely twisted. Just sorting out my paw, kind of. You don't have to do this, but I like it this way. So we have a paw here, and we need to attach it around this peg. Like this. And then we can loom. So all 6 loops should be around this peg, and then we grab the bottom 3 bands and loom over. Continue looming up. First grab those 2 diagonally bands, then continue with this row. Simply loom everything up like this. Now grab those 2, go behind all those bands here, and only grab the top 2, loom diagonally, continue looming up this row, and one final set. Like this. Grab 3 tying bands, tie off everything here. Now you can make a second back leg exactly the same, or change around some black bands or white bands to create some more or less spots. You can also make a completely white Dalmatian with 1 spot if you like. I will show you guys what I did. This is 1 back leg. You have to create a second one exactly the same. And I mean by exactly the same, you can place it exactly the same around your loom or on your loom, but you can make a totally different back leg. Mine are different. I have 1 spot here that ain't there, and this one has a black paw, and this one a white paw. So change around some things if you like. The front leg also did the same thing here, by the way. This is the front leg, also with a black paw. The front leg, guys, 2 bands at a time, and be creative and create your own spots here. And these are 2 bands at a time for me. Also for you guys, by the way. It depends on what color you like to be there. Now place 2 diagonally like this. Grab 3 bands at a time. For the leg. And I also made this one like a black spot. Grab single bands. They need to be double looped so you can create horizontal bands here. Double loop it. Oh my, hard to double loop a band. Like this. Create a paw. I showed you with the back leg how to create it, so I have my paw already here. It needs to be created exactly the same way, so if you have done your nails, your 16 nails, you can easily continue or rewind the video if you're not sure how to create a paw, and you can check it out again. So these bands are heavily twisted here. You actually don't want that when you attach the paw. Don't want to have those bands twisted. Don't know why mine are getting twisted all the way. Well, never mind. Simply loom up, go behind that paw you just created, grab the bottom 3, loom up, 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 grab the top 2, loom diagonally, continue looming upwards till you reach the end of your loom, and again, and your front leg is done. Create a second one, place it exactly the same on your loom, but you can change around some spots or even a paw color, just like I did, but you don't have to, of course. You can also make your puppy completely symmetrical, make it exactly the same. Depends on what you like. I did totally different this time, so one white and one black paw. I think it's cute. So create a second front leg, and I guess this is the end of part 1, guys. Yay! Yeah, part 2 will be the body, sewing the body, the tail, and sewing the whole thing together. So what should you have done right now? We started with the head this time, so we have a completed puppy head with neck. We finished the stomach already. There it is. You created 2 back legs, either the same or totally different, just like me. And you created 2 front legs, the same or totally different. It depends on what you like. So check out part 2, guys, and we will finish this beautiful Dalmatian puppy. See you over in part 2. Thank you. Bye bye.